We went to an estate sale today, real close to where we live, just the other side of Whitlock. We saw the photos on the internet the previous day, and I really couldn't believe what I was seeing. Whoever this guy was, he lived by himself. There were no women's clothing in the house, except for a full kitchen. It was all men's stuff. Exercise equipment, fitness gear. This guy was into scuba diving, mountain climbing. There was climbing gear, photography, stereo equipment, all high-end stuff. So we made a trip over there this morning, and sure enough, the place was lined up, waiting to get in. Inside, people had already set aside their purchases. The guy had 3 bicycles, including a Cannondale, which sold for $500. He also had a Specialized Hard Rock and a Mongoose. So this guy was into fitness, exercise. He also had a treadmill and a bench, weight bench, and a wheelchair. And the guy seemed to be pretty young, judging from his movie collection. So my theory was that he fell off a mountain, wound up in a wheelchair, committed suicide at a relatively early age, and now everything's up for sale, including the house, 5-bedroom home. Really something. So we went in there. I wound up buying a little tripod and one other article of clothing that's in the wash right now. There was a Columbia jacket in size medium, which is my size. So this guy wasn't a very large guy at all. Small guy like myself. Shoe size, 8.5. Too small for me. So on our way home, we were back in the car. We started to pull away, and there was some neighbor just outside the house looking at all the activity across the street at the estate sale. I asked him, "Did you know the guy? Do you know the guy who lived in that house?" And he said, "No." And I said, well, I was kind of curious about what happened. I said, well, there was a lot of discussion inside the home about this guy, and there was some talk about that he had a climbing accident, wound up in a wheelchair, and he said, "Not true." I said, "Oh, was it cancer?" "I believe so." He wound up telling us all about this guy. So I don't know why he said he didn't know him at first, and then wound up giving us the lowdown, complete rundown on what this guy was into. And he believes that the people running the estate sale brought some items in from other sales, and not all that equipment was his. Well, I don't think I agreed with that, because everything seemed to be in their proper place. Anyway, I told him, he asked where we live, and we told him, and he referred to Del Webb as the Fashion District. I said, "Del Webb, the Fashion District?" And he asked what the homeowner's fee was, and we told him, and he thought that was pretty steep. I said, "Yeah, but we get a mow and blow every Wednesday." And he said, "Well, we get a mow and blow too." I didn't ask him what his HOA fee was. I just thought it was kind of funny that at first when I asked him, "Don't know, I don't know," and then wound up telling us more than we needed to know. Why do people act that way?